Have you ever stopped to think, what really makes a great manager? Well, today we're going to uncover a blueprint for success that was created over 100 years ago, and believe me, it's as relevant as ever. We're talking about Henry Fayol's 14 Principles of Management. Welcome to Cognito Key. This is the place where we unlock all sorts of key concepts to help you expand your mind. We've got a fantastic topic today, so let's get right into it. All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll meet the man himself, Henry Fayol. Then we'll break down his principles for structure, people, and team unity. And to wrap it all up, we'll look at why his ideas are still so powerful today. So, let's kick things off by meeting the father of modern management. Who was Henry Fayol exactly? Well, he was this brilliant French mining engineer who completely changed the game by looking at management from a whole new perspective, from the top down. And that approach he took? It's called administrative theory. You see, Fayol had this, revolutionary idea for his time. He believed management wasn't some innate talent you were born with, but a skill that could actually be studied and taught. He broke it down into things we now take for granted, like planning and organizing, stuff that's literally the foundation of every business school curriculum today. Okay, let's get into the real meat of it. We're starting with the principles that are all about building the foundation, the very architecture for a successful organization. First on the list is division of work. It's a pretty simple idea, right? Instead of everyone doing a little bit of everything, you divide up the work. People specialize. Think of it like an assembly line. When you focus on just one thing, you get really, really good at it, and things get done way more efficiently. Now, this is a big one. Fayol talked about authority and responsibility as two sides of the same coin. Authority is the power to give orders, sure, but, and this is the crucial part, it has to come with responsibility. You're accountable for how things turn out. You can't have one without the other. It's the ultimate check and balance on power. Next up is centralization. This is all about who gets to make the decisions. Is it just the top boss, or do employees lower down get a say? Fayol was smart about this. He said there's no magic formula. The right balance between top-down control and employee involvement really just depends on the specific company. All right, check this out. This is what Fayol called the Scalar Chain. It's basically the formal line of authority, like a ladder stretching from top management all the way down to the newest employee. It makes everything super clear. You know who your boss is, and your boss knows who their boss is. Simple, orderly communication. But let's be real, sometimes climbing that whole ladder is just too slow. So Fayol came up with a brilliant little shortcut he called the gangplank. It basically allows people on the same level in different departments to talk directly to each other, as long as their bosses are cool with it. It's all about being fast and efficient without causing chaos. And the last piece of the structural puzzle is order. And this isn't just about having a tidy desk. Fayol talked about two kinds of order. There's material order, a place for every tool and file. But more importantly, there's social order, which means having the right person in the right job. It's about putting all the pieces, human and material, where they belong. Okay, we've got the structure down, but a company is nothing without its people, right? So now let's shift gears and look at the principles focused on the human side of things. First up, discipline. Now, don't think of this as just punishment. For Fayol, discipline was about having a culture of respect for the rules, for each other, and for the agreements you've made. And he said it all starts with good, clear leadership. This next one is absolutely crucial, especially today. Unity of command. It means every single employee should only have one boss giving them orders. I mean, can you imagine having two managers telling you to do two different, conflicting things? It's a recipe for chaos. This principle is all about creating clarity and avoiding confusion. Here's another big one: subordination of individual interest. In simple terms, the goals of the team, of the whole organization, have to come first. It doesn't mean your personal ambitions don't matter. It just means the most successful companies are the ones where everyone is pulling in the same direction, aligning their personal drive with the bigger mission. Okay, let's quickly run through 3 more people-focused principles. First, remuneration. Pay has to be fair for everyone involved. Then there's equity. Managers need to be kind and just, no favorites. And finally, stability of tenure. Basically, try to keep your good employees around, because constantly hiring and training new people is a huge drain on resources. All right, so we've built the structure, and we've talked about how to treat our people right. So what's the final step?
bringing it all together. This last set of principles is all about creating that magic we call teamwork.
Okay, think about this. Unity of direction. It means that everyone working on the same project should have one boss and one single plan. It's like a ship. You can't have two captains trying to steer in different directions, right? You need one captain, one map, and one destination. It keeps everyone focused and moving forward together. And what about initiative? This is where great managers really shine. It's all about empowering your employees, encouraging them to think on their feet, come up with ideas, and actually run with them. Fayol knew that this creates a massive surge of energy and passion throughout the entire company.
And that brings us to the final and perhaps most beautiful principle, Esprit de Corps. It's a French term that basically means team spirit. It's that feeling of pride and mutual loyalty shared by members of a group. Fayol's message was simple but powerful. A manager's job is to build that spirit, to foster harmony, because in the end, unity is strength.
So I know what some of you might be thinking. All of this is from, what, a century ago? How can it possibly still be relevant today? Well, let's talk about why Fayol's legacy is so incredibly strong. When you boil it all down, the takeaways are just as true today as they were then. Management isn't magic, it's a skill you can learn. A solid structure brings clarity, not confusion. People do their best work when they're treated fairly, and at the end of the day, teamwork is what makes the dream work. So I want to leave you with a question to think about. In today's world of Zoom calls and remote teams, which one of these 14 principles do you think is the most important for a manager to nail? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you think. Hey, if you enjoyed breaking down these ideas with me today, do me a huge favor and hit that like button, share this with a friend or colleague, and of course, subscribe to Cognito Key so you don't miss our next explainer. Thanks so much for joining me.